it's Miss Galata. Welcome back to Library Lessons. Today we're talking about Author of the Month. This month's author is actually a poet and illustrator, and someone I hope you're familiar with. If not, get ready to learn. His name is, drumroll, Jack Prelutsky. You may know him as the writer of It's Raining Pigs and Noodles, A Pizza the Size of the Sun, The New Kid on the Block, My Dog May Be a Genius, and many more. There are a couple of different reasons that I enjoy Jack's poems. The first one is because they rhyme. The rhyme actually helps further the story. It doesn't distract from it. And sometimes it makes the poem sound musical, like a song. Let's read an example of this. Here we have Alligators Are Unfriendly. Alligators are unfriendly. They are easily upset. I suspect that I would never care to have one for a pet. Oh, I know they do not bellow, and I think they do not shed, but I'd probably be nervous if I had one in my bed. See how the rhyme made a certain rhythm to the poem? Somehow I knew exactly how to read it, even though I've never read that poem out loud before, just because of the way it was written and the way it rhymed. The second thing I really like about Jack's poems is how silly they are. Let's keep reading to see the ending. Alligators are not clever, they are something of a bore. They can't heel or catch a frisbee, they don't greet you at the door. For their courtesy is lacking and their tempers are not sweet. They won't even fetch your slippers, though they might just eat your feet. I like reading poems that make me laugh or smile, and Jack Prelutsky sure is funny. Do you prefer reading things that are more serious or more silly? Very cool. We all have our own preferences when it comes to reading. That's why we have so many books in the library. Jack was born in 1940 in Brooklyn, New York, making him 80 years old. But let's go back to his earlier years. He is a fantastic singer and was paid to sing at weddings as a young boy. He planned to be an opera singer, but changed his mind, just like that. He knew he wanted to be an artist, he just didn't know what kind. At 24, he created various drawings with the hopes of selling them. One evening, I decided that they needed poems to accompany them. I still have no idea where that notion came from, but it took me about 2 hours to produce. So while it took him 6 months to produce the drawings, it only took him 2 hours to make all the poems to go with them. Some people liked his work, and some people didn't. Some people liked just the poems or just the drawings. Finally, someone agreed to publish his work and said that he would be a great children's writer. They were right. Let's say you're in a similar situation to Jack, except maybe you want to be a professional baseball player. If one coach tells you that you're not good enough, are you going to stop trying? No. And if one of your teammates say you're not good enough, are you going to stop trying? No. If you want something bad enough, just like Jack wanted it, you have to keep practicing and keep moving forward no matter what other people say. Always keep trying. Now on to some fun facts. Jack collects model frogs. He carries a notebook with him wherever he goes, along with 2 pens in case the ink runs out in one of them. He wrote the last 6 poems in his first book in one night. He has written over 45 books for both adults and kids. As you may know, Jack lets his creativity run wild in his poems. Writing gives me the opportunity to explore ideas, play with language, solve problems, use my imagination, and draw on my own childhood. I have friends that like to build their own websites, make cities out of Legos, and even hand make their own clothing. These are all great ways to use your imagination and solve problems. In which ways do you like to be creative? Wow, those are amazing! There are so many ways to be creative. Take me, for example, with the library lessons. There are a lot of steps from writing, filming, and editing, all before you get to watch these videos. Now, it's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun because I get to use my creativity. Plus, I learn a lot in the process. Win-win. Your task for today is to do something creative. Write a poem, start a puzzle, make a riddle, play basketball in a different way than usual, build with Legos, practice doing a British accent. anything as long as you're getting your mind moving. Just do something fun. I'll even link some fun things to do down in the description, as well as where to find more information about Jack Prelutsky. Well, thanks for joining me on this time's Author of the Month! I'm Miss Galata, and I'll see you next time on Library Lessons.